So today I want to talk about a very influential part of grief that can often be overlooked, which is anger, the anger stage. The reason that it's influential is because it not only affects you, but also the people around you, at jobs maybe, or like your friends. And especially it affects the people that care about you, and it might push them away in this process. So in my experience with grieving is that I'm very numb at first, and I go about my life, everything seems fine. But at some point I would start to get very annoyed at the tiniest little things in life, like especially when when my career wasn't going in a way that I wanted it to, or there was this one time my husband was chopping vegetables and he was not chopping in a way that I wanted him to chop it, and I got so annoyed because of that. And at that point I started to reflect on it and being like, wow, why am I so annoyed and emotional about this, like the tiniest things in life? And then after some reflection I would realize, oh, it's because I'm grieving, because usually after the annoyance part, which lasts for like a few days, I would like suddenly break down into this like emotional mess, and get stuck into like the depression stage of grieving. And after I'm done expressing my emotions, and I'll be fine again, and then I become numb again and go about my life. And then until at one point I would feel the annoyance part of grief, or like the anger stage, creeping up onto me and affecting like so many different parts of my life. And especially during this time, I think it's very important that you let your loved ones know that you might be feeling some of these annoyance that's like unjustified towards them, so that they can be warned, so that they won't accidentally get hurt. You risk pushing your loved ones away while you're going through this stage, so it's best to let them know beforehand, so that to minimize damage. It's great that I had a good support system during this, and to be honest, it's not easy, and it's a very, very long process, because you would go through this cycle again and again and again until eventually it will start to be less intense, and eventually it will start to get better. You will feel better. When you're going through the process, you start to recognize the little signs, like when you're suddenly realizing, oh, I am really mad that he's not doing the laundry the right way. Why am I thinking about that? So it's like these little things. You will start to realize my emotions are not the way it usually is, and then you will realize that it's grief creeping up onto you again. So that I think at this point it's best to tell your loved ones that you might be having a mental breakdown in like the next few days, so that they can be warned, and then they won't feel bad about the tiny thing that they did that might have accidentally cost you or something. It's not because of that. It's not because of that. So I just want everybody to know that things will get better, and you will come out stronger than you were before, much stronger. All right, take care.